Mrs. Waters, members of the council, staff, teachers and girls. Thank you all so much for having me here today. As Julia mentioned, my name is Tamara Prochnik and I graduated from Pymble Ladies College in 2007. I feel truly honoured and humbled to be back at the college to share with you all the experience that I've had and what I've really taken away from the school. To give you some background knowledge, I was not quite the 99.9% student that PLC is renowned for. I do like to think that I was a girl of character, a solid student, but a girl of character. And this did sometimes lead to spending those regular Tuesdays at the demountables, writing out the reasons why I was sitting in detention, and then unfortunately writing out suggestions as to how I could avoid it. So why am I here today? I'm here to share with all of you the lessons that really stayed with me from Pymble and how these lessons have shaped who I am today. These lessons aren't so much to do with maths, English, geography, although I must admit those certainly did help, but more so lessons to do with passion, courage and determination. It's without a question in my mind that these lessons helped me to be named the Graduate of the Year by the Design Institute of Australia. During the 9 years that I spent at the college, I believe that I was given a very special tool. This is a life tool that no amount of grades or marks could ever give you. And this is something that I now recognise as passion. Now, this word passion gets thrown around a lot these days, and I have to be honest with you and admit that I never quite understood what passion meant. During school, my understanding of passion was something that only belonged to the students who were extremely intelligent, or those people that were born with a certain talent that only a very small percentage of the world could acquire. It was only after school and during my experience at uni that I was able to recognise my own passion for my chosen field of architecture. The journey that I had after school and during uni was most certainly not as easy as I'd hoped for. After the HSC, I got accepted into a course called Interior Architecture. This is a course which required a lot more maths than I ever knew existed and a very strong sense of precision. Needless to say that at the beginning, I felt like a fish out of water amongst a sea of straight A students. During this 4-year degree, I certainly had many moments where I wanted to give up. I vividly recall throwing my pen against the wall, thinking it was all too hard, and worst of all, doubting my ability to succeed. Nonetheless, and despite my doubts, I presented my designs to my class, nervously, but with the vocabulary, elegance, and tenacity that PLC taught me. I presented my designs to my class with integrity and with truth, and slowly I came to recognise this integrity as passion. But the reason that I could recognise it as passion and not just as hard work is because I've been shown passion, particularly by the way that the teachers at this school constantly push their students, and by that never give up attitude that's been instilled in me. I truly believe that when you've been shown passion and you're exposed to the right kind of behaviour for so long, it's really not that hard to repeat it yourself. It's almost like a certain character that's been embedded in you, and it comes from being exposed to the right kind of behaviour time and time again. So being named the Graduate of the Year was a huge honour for me, and it gave me the platform that I needed to snap into the real world, to trust myself, and to understand that you really can be anybody that you want to be. All you need is the drive. Along with this honour, I was one of 3 students asked to join the Barangaroo Delivery Authority design team to help build the Barangaroo underground facility. Now this gave me the transition that I needed from uni to the real world, and I was also lucky enough to be working with top-notch architects, engineers, landscapers and electricians, but above all, my architectural idol, Keith Cottier from Alan Jack and Cottier. For a very long time, I really felt like I was stuck in a dream, and I kept asking myself, why me? but it's become clearer and clearer that the answer to this question is because my foundations were strong, and my role models have taught me to trust myself. The message that I would love to leave with all of you today is that passion, courage, and determination is something that all of us have. All we need to do is trust ourselves, and we can achieve great things. I would also love to personally thank the teachers at this school for the tremendous job that they do in shaping the students. And in particular, I'd like to thank Mrs. Pryor, my homeroom tutor for several years, for always pushing her students and encouraging me to be my best. Thank you for listening.